Democrats are already pushing again. Well, they are pushing a failed impeachment trial. A failed impeachment trial. Now, first off, let me mention, 45 Republicans have said no, it's unconstitutional to do this because he's out of office. And let's just remember, they would make the same argument that it's unconstitutional to impeach the president, even though it's in the Constitution, because he's president. So, in any way, like, they would still make the argument even with Trump in office. Okay, we know that. So, the first thing, I don't think that it's unconstitutional because he's out of office. In fact, it is constitutional. The impeachment, the Constitution doesn't say that impeachment has to take place only when the president's in office. So there you go. Like, they can still have a trial. Like, there you go. Now, 45 Republicans voted against this trial, and only 5 voted for it. And I told you guys, those who watch the channel, and if you want and you're new, you can go watch it, that it's gonna fail. It's a waste of tax dollars. We shouldn't be doing it. And guess what? I was right. Kyle Kalinske from Secular Talk was right. This is just a stupid, dumb impeachment thing, a dumb ploy. Because, we want to get him out of office. We want him to not run for office again. And we want him to lose his travel budget and his annual salary and the Secret Service and whatever. And, what's even better is, like, this is already failed. They need 67 votes. They don't even have nearly that much. They're in a deficit of 12. So, already failed and it hasn't even started. But it gets even better. So, they still want to do it. And Trump, his legal team quit. Now, we don't know why. There could be a few reasons. Number one, it could be he, A, doesn't want to pay them. B, already owes them money. C, he can't afford it. B, number two, he a bunch of banks are losing interest. They're cutting ties with him. Be it with the investigations with Cy Vance in the Southern District of New York or Manhattan District or whatever it is, the DA there, or it could be Letitia James, who's the Secretary of State who's investigating him. It could be the insurrection. It could be anything, but really it's the insurrection because they still stayed by him even though those investigations are going on. But for their sake, they're leaving him. Deutsche Bank left him because they're one of his biggest funders because they don't want to be under the spotlight and reveal more of their corrupt activities. And maybe they see what's coming for Trump. They're like, oh no, dude, we're out of here, right? So it could be that, or it could be that. And maybe that he owes so much money to the federal government and to those banks that he's probably going to have to seize of his assets or, whatever. Like, they're going to have to seize his assets and he's just going to disregard them, just leave them alone, like, just get rid of them because he can't afford to pay that money by himself because he's not a billionaire. He's actually poor, I bet. And I bet just, all kinds of things. Or he wants them to make an argument that maybe they're like, look, Mr. President, we can't do that. We got a reputation. We don't want to do that. So, okay. Now, Trump representing himself in this failed impeachment trial would be awesome. I kind of want to see it. Just not because I think he has a compelling argument to make, because he doesn't. But I'd be curious about the entertainment factor. Because, look, Trump is a baffling buffoon. He's an unintelligent, non-genius little cuck. He's a little boy with thin skin. Like, he's not intelligent. But the showmanship, he has that more than any other Democrat in the Senate, including Bernie. So, and Bernie's not really a Democrat, he's an independent, but whatever, he's in the Democrats club, which is stupid of Bernie. But anyway, he's a showman. And the entertainment factor would be off the charts. Like, TV ratings are going to go way up. They're going to skyrocket. And so I would be curious to see how he represents himself. But there's one problem. There's two problems. Number one, they say that they want to just ban him from running for office. Well, you can do that using the 14th Amendment, Sections 3 and 5 or Section C, whatever the hell it is, without needing an impeachment trial. All you need is a simple majority in the House, a simple majority in the Senate, and that's it. He's out. He's forbidden from running for office again. He loses the travel budget. He loses the Secret Service. He loses his annual salary as a former president of like $300,000 a year. So again, like, there's a simpler way they could do this, and yet they went this dumbass fucking route where they friggin' they're wasting millions and millions of tax dollars just to impeach a guy who's already out of office. And they're like, well, we want to do this. Dude, use the 14th Amendment, which already gives you the power to do that, and stop wasting our goddamn tax dollars. That's what you could do. That's what you could do. Now, they're not going to do that. And, you know, this could end this whole saga. All of it. Okay, he's already done. And there's a second problem, which is they're doing this when they could be passing $2,000 for the American people. Notice, they're not afraid to do an impeachment trial. They're not afraid to make you wait for your $2,000 so they can impeach a guy who's out of office, when they could have done this all in 1 day or 2 days, passed that amendment or article or whatever resolution, and all of a sudden he's banned from running from office. He loses all those perks that you get as a former president. His family doesn't get Secret Service anymore. And guess what? You're done. You're done. That's it. No tax dollars wasted. It's another day in Congress. And then you can get to the $2,000. But no. Because Democrats are effing stupid, they went with this. Now, there's another problem that Kyle Kalinske pointed out, which I didn't think about. This could help Trump, because Trump wants to start a third-party patriot party. He's not a fucking patriot. He's a fucking oligarch. We're not be patriots. Dumbass right-wingers. Anyway, so if you look at the primary polling right now, Donald Trump is ahead of every single other presidential hopeful, including Josh Hawley, Mitt Romney, and Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, all these people. And probably the next closest ones to him are like Mike Pence, his former VP. That would be, that would be interesting to see those two on the stage together, debating each other. And then you've got his idiot, dumbass sons behind them. Like, oh my God, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Like, Trump will obliterate the Republican base, be shot into the Republican nomination, and then if you have Kamala Harris running against him, and they don't do anything for the American people, which is what they're doing, they're not giving you relief checks, they're not giving you a $15 minimum wage quick enough, they're not canceling your student debt, your medical debt, your everything. Like, they're not doing anything for you, they're not doing anything progressive, they're just continuing the same old. Trump's going to be able to run again and beat Kamala Harris or whoever runs. They're not thinking about that. All they're thinking about is, well, we need to get him out of office. That's all they're thinking about. So, let me fix that. So, how do I put this while I fix this? They're not thinking with their heads. They never have. They never will. And this is just a waste of time and a waste of our tax dollars. It's already a failed impeachment trial. And, of course, this is all brought to you by the Democratic Party.